Yeah, really good stuff there. So when you and the Reds, I guess, I'm listening to you talk here, and hearing you say all the numbers and everything about the minor league system. And I know when you were hired, and I feel like a lot of Reds fans were very excited about going towards the analytical approach and everything. When you guys mutually agreed to part ways in 2021, is there one specific thing that leads to that decision? Was it truly mutual? What kind of goes into that decision? And I guess, do you miss being like with an organization? Did you miss being with an organization until obviously you're back with the Red Sox now, but did you miss it when you were out of it, I guess, for a little bit?
Yeah, I definitely missed it. I didn't want to go. It just when Dick Williams resigned right after spring training or in it, and when Eric Lee resigned, I kind of thought this probably isn't going to be long for me.
Okay.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
those are the two guys that I
Brought you
went.
in.
Yeah, and so there's two parts of it. One, like the new leadership was. I mean, Nick Kroll was there, and Nick and I have a great relationship to this day. We hung out at the winter meetings. We had some really good talks, and I text him all the time because he's really into Olympic handball and some other weird. Funny story quick about Nick is I was in Vegas, and they had the Olympic handball championships tournament. I took a picture and I was like, sent it to Nick, and I was like, yeah, look at this. They have handball. And he was like, so we still talk.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm the only guy I've ever met that's actually in Olympic handball. So we have a great relationship personally. Professionally, it's just, but I've said this multiple times. It's like, it's Nick's show to run, and he should run the team the way he wants to run the team. And he should have success or failure based on how he runs the team, not how, some coordinators under him want to run the team. And this happens a lot in baseball. A GM leaves, and then a bunch of coordinators get fired or leave, and that's just normal. It doesn't mean I have any beef with the Reds or anything. I'm really sad because I think what we were building was legendary. And so when I see guys like Carson Spires in the big leagues, or when Randy Wynn got to pitch in the big leagues, or Alexis Diaz, or Hunter Green, or Nick Lodolo, or Ashcraft, I'm still very close with all those guys. Andrew Abbott, Christian Roa debuted in the big leagues not that long ago for the Marlins. Those are formative things. So I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it, because, man, I miss those guys. I miss the Reds organization a lot. I miss the challenges of working for the Reds, a smaller budget and all that. But I had everything I needed to compete. They spent as enough money for me, that's for sure. And it's a challenge to win in Cincinnati, but I think we were well on the way to doing it. And yeah, it's a bummer that Dick Williams didn't continue to stick that out. Obviously, he's still a part of an owner of the team, I believe. So I'd still catch up with Dick every so often. So yeah, it was mutual at the end of the year. It's like, look, it's just not going to go. It's not going to go in the direction that I agree with. So I declined my third-year option. We were thinking about negotiating a return. It it wasn't in the cards for either party. And that was true about a lot of the other coordinators. Will Gilmore left and works for Red Bull now. CJ Gilman is the hitting coordinator for the Mariners. Morgan Gregory is now the big league strength coach for the Phillies. Basically, that entire coordinator group got wiped out. Jeff had left. We all left or fired, just depending on what happened to those people or what was the deal. So Nick kind of restarted the whole thing from the director and coordinator level. And in my opinion, that's his right. And that's what you should do as a GM. I mean, it doesn't mean you should get rid of everybody, but like, it's your show to run, and you got to run it the way you want to run it. And so I respect Nick for that 100%.
Yeah,